Dear friends, join us for a monthly video series with inspiring stories that lead us into closer relationship with Jesus during this year of Eucharistic Revival. I invite you to listen to these stories with an open heart and to also contemplate if you too are being called to share how you have encountered Jesus in the Eucharist. And now, join me in watching the story for this month.
Hi, my name is Hannah Hartley, and I'm the music teacher at St. Joseph Catholic School, and as well as the music director here at St. Joseph Catholic Parish. How have I encountered Jesus in the Eucharist? The Eucharist is one of my favorite things. A little known fact about me is that I used to be Protestant. I didn't grow up Catholic. I've been Catholic for a little over 2 years, and it's been equally one of the hardest decisions I've ever made and one of the best decisions I've ever made. My favorite things are adoration and confession. When I first started being curious about the Catholic faith, I read John 6, and if you haven't read John 6, it's a great verse. It's called the Bread of Life Discourse, and I sobbed, and I can't tell you why, but I started going to church. I went to Mass, I went to adoration, and I was like, what is this adoration? And I would just sit there, and I would look at the monstrance and ask Jesus, Jesus, are you there? Are you there in the monstrance? Are you there in this little piece of bread? And one of the most wonderful things about the Eucharist is it's something that we can't completely understand, but it's such a beautiful thing. In adoration is when I decided that I wanted to get married in the church. Adoration is where I decided that I wanted to raise my children in the church. And adoration is where I decided that I wanted to say yes and become Catholic. I have a hard time when people talk to me about how God speaks to them, but that's where I feel like God speaks to me. I can feel his heart, his pull on my heart, and I felt that pull to become Catholic. I am not the best at praying, and I'll be honest, I don't make a good schedule of my prayer life, but I made the commitment to have a holy hour here at St. Joseph's on Thursday evenings, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever had. In Matthew, it talks about, it says, "Come to me, all who are labored and burdened, and I will give you rest." And sometimes I have a great day, and I am so excited for my prayer time with Jesus. And sometimes I'm having an awful day, and that's the best time to visit Jesus, because you can just sit in his presence, feel that he's there, and be his beloved. People say that it's hard to have a holy hour and a prayer life, but sometimes you don't have to pray. Sometimes you just have to sit and be in Jesus' presence. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things about the Catholic Church. As a musician, I love praise and worship adoration because you add the music aspect. So oftentimes you'll see me singing on Sundays for our monthly adoration. And I just want to invite you, if you've never been to adoration, to just come and try it. Spend time with Jesus in his presence. And if you can't be there for an hour, just come for a little bit. If you want to hear more about my story, please come by and say hi to me. I'm here all the time. My office is in this parish office, and I'm often singing at masses. But thanks for hearing my story.